The idea of the Helsinki Chamber Orchestra is something that was born quite recently, actually, last spring, from a collaboration that I had with the pianist Martin Malmgren. And we had an idea that we basically discovered that there were so many amazing pieces in the repertoire that were written for chamber orchestra that no one was really aware about, and we thought that these pieces really deserve to be produced consistently, and we came to the realization also that actually in Helsinki there is no professional established chamber orchestra. There are very strong, good, full orchestra size, symphonic orchestra size. There is Helsinki Philharmonic, a radio symphony orchestra, but chamber orchestra somehow it was missing. And then little by little it grew into also this idea of making a little bit a sort of chamber orchestra in all its aspects. So of course very strong elite players, the best we can find, but also with this idea that the players are individually responsible for the music making, and that we really behave like a chamber group, that everybody, all the players can have impact on the music making and bring something of their own. Basically what we are trying to achieve is we want to do orchestral music as chamber music with the same level of individual commitment from the players and the same amount of really that the player feels strongly about something, it can really be discussed. We are not too many that there would be chaos if this happens. We are the ideal amount of people that we can really at the same time manage all this in a coherent manner that is still faithful to the composer's vision, and at the same time we can also really push forward our individual characters and individuality. And we want also to break a little bit the hierarchic system where, there is the conductor, the concert master, and then the rest. And we want to put everybody a little bit on equal ground, because we believe that if we create this communion that everybody is really as responsible as everybody else in the music making, then the sound will really become 100 times stronger than if people play very well but don't feel involved in the music making. What we are trying to do is very much about involvement, not only from the audience, that we want them to be involved in the music, but also involvement from the players, because that goes side by side. The atmosphere that is created on stage by having this level of energy and involvement from every player resonates very much in the concert hall afterwards. So our first concert together is on March 8th, International Women's Day 2019. It's in Tempeli-Aukio Church at 7. We are doing the Nordic premiere of the Doreen Kerwiven piano concerto, which is an absolutely fantastic piece. It's really unbelievably good, how it's written and the colors. And it so happens that this is a great composer that I'm sure not many people heard about, that was treated very unjustly by history. This is part of one of our larger efforts at the Helsinki Chamber Orchestra, that we want to promote good music as it is and not as told by history. So if there are composers that we feel have done really good music but that have been treated unfairly and that are not remembered just because she's a woman, then we really want to contribute to make these composers come back in the common repertoire, because we think that this is the right thing to do, and also it's not only it's the right thing to do in an ethical way, but it's a way to actively contribute to the culture, so that suddenly something that was very much forgotten comes back into the light and can bring people happiness, and the happiness of discovering a new piece and of falling in love with a new piece.